What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet. The brother who told you not to mess around with these abusive brads, but you did it anyway, and now he's sending your ass to the grocery store in an Uber. And I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So I know most of my audience probably has no idea who this buffoon is, but this is Steven Crowder, and he's a very popular blogger and podcaster in the conservative sphere. He's part of this whole anti woke crowd that you normally see festering and crawling around like vermin all over social media, especially YouTube. And very recently, he has had some issues with getting a divorce from his wife. And of course, when he gets on his show, and on his podcast, he talked about the divorce and made it seem as if, you know, the reason his wife is getting a divorce from him is because of the laws that exist in Texas where there's a no fault divorce. So someone can just go ahead and file for divorce with no real reason and, break up their family. And he's so sad and upset that it's breaking up his family and the kids. He feels that his kids need a father and a mother there at the same time. And he just doesn't know why his wife decided that she wanted to get a divorce. He just doesn't understand what happened, right? He kind of just chalked it up to everyone has problems. But some video has surfaced of Steven Crowder verbally abusing his wife. Yeah. So in this video, you can see and hear why someone would not want to be around this douchebag. And once again, like I said, I know most people probably have no idea who Steven Crowder is. Professor Black Truth has talked about him on his channel before because Professor Black Truth loves to expose these phony ass conservatives. Because this guy Steven Crowder, he used to be a comedian and he failed at that. So in order to kind of keep any type of semblance of a career, he just jumped onto the whole anti-woke I'm a conservative bandwagon. And you might have seen him in memes or in pictures across the internet because he's that douchebag that will show up at a college campus and he'll set up a table and say, like, there's no such thing as rape culture or, be something about, anything against like women's rights. And then he'll say, change my mind. And he'll be sitting there and he'll have these weirdo liberals arguing with him or these, very emotional feminists arguing with him. And he's able to make it seem as if he's the more logical or he's right because these people will get, emotional just based on whatever headline that he put across his table, right? It gets people, he knows that it's going to get people upset and they're going to want to argue with him and they're not prepared to argue. So it makes it look as if he's the one with the common sense or he's the smart one. Like I said, just a typical douchebag ambush type tactics that this guy, jumps on. Just more, he's more of a shock jock than any type of real journalist or deep thinker. Like I said before, he's a failed comedian, and in order to keep some sort of semblance of life, he decided to jump on the whole I'm a conservative bandwagon, right? But, back to the whole situation with his wife, he tried to make it seem like he didn't know why she divorced him. But I'm going to play you some audio here and part of the video, and you're going to see why someone would not want to be with him. So let me just set up the scenario going on here. His wife is 8 months pregnant in this video. She's pregnant with twins, so they had twins. So this is when she was back when she was pregnant, and she wants to go to the store to go get some groceries. He won't allow her to leave, saying that, we only got one car, and what if I want to go somewhere? Why don't you go take a Uber? You want to send your pregnant wife around in an Uber? Your wife who's 8 months pregnant, you want to send her around, and then like he said that she won't wear gloves when it's time to give the dogs their medication, and she won't walk the dogs. So, and he's literally sitting there on the couch on the outside with a cigar, just chilling. He's maxing and relaxing. and about to send his wife out to do grocery shopping. Now, I know when my wife was pregnant, especially when she got to that the third trimester, I was doing all the grocery shopping. I didn't want her to do much of anything. I want her to sit down and relax. This fool doesn't seem to give a damn. And he's verbally abusing and browbeating his wife about this. And she's trying her best to compromise with this devil. But every word out of his mouth is contradictory. And he sounds like a little whining child in certain parts. So let's play this audio here. And thanks to Brother Water Sniper, because he's the one that put this out first. I know a lot of liberal blogs and news channels have picked up on this story, and they've started talking about it. Water Sniper was the first one I saw put this info out on Steven Crowder, so appreciate it. And big ups to Water Sniper for getting the scoop on this. So I'm going to play the video now, and you folks can let me know what you think, and if you tell me if you can see why this woman wanted to get as far away from this douchebag. Let's watch it.
I drew a boundary. I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There's no groceries. I would have to.
Steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes, other than that, other than that, you see love like that. No, other than that, no, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
You are not.
then I will ask someone to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
Is that correct, Steven?
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me. You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're going to take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxing you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
Steven,
Do you understand the difference between my life being set to the second and you going, I'll be back when I'm back?
Steven.
The only way out of it is discipline and respect. It's the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
We are at an impasse.
Good. Because you can't have any discipline and respect.
Steven.
There you go. You throw your hand, you give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
You give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Fucking watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. You need to just fucking baby for a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you. And the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D. You just be disciplined about it. You go, no. But I love you more than life itself. Okay. Put on some gloves. No. But I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right. We're at an impasse. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna engage anymore. I'm gonna go. I'll text me what you need. I'll get you what you need. I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. You just said I love you. I'm committed to it. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm gonna.
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs take? Look, you take that in.
So yeah, so that's the video there. And once again, you got to see the text of what they were saying. So if you couldn't hear it, you can actually see what they were talking about. But you see how childish he was acting, how he would kind of go from one thing to another. He was the bitch in this relationship. Okay, that's how I see like small children or very spoiled women acting, where you try to compromise with them and say, okay, well, I'll do this instead. They'll switch from one thing to another. Say, well, no, that's not good either. He even says that. He sounds like he's like a whining little child. Like, oh, that's not good for me either. Sound like a little spoiled brat. Like he needs his ass spanked. He probably does too. But he's sitting there blowing cigar smoke at his pregnant wife and then wonders why she doesn't want to be around him. He's sitting there verbally abusing her, and then you wonder why someone doesn't want to be around you. Even it shows at the end of this video where he says, you know, he ran into the house and told his wife he was going to F her up. And you can see the abuse, how she's kind of scared of him when she accuses him of being abusive, and he says, watch it, you better watch it. So you see what I'm saying? Like he has that threatening tone with her. And when I saw this, the only thing I could think of was there are divestors who want to sign up for this type of treatment. You guys want you a snow Brad so bad that you're willing to sign up for this. He'll knock you up, and you know you're about to have his child, and he's just going to be verbally berating and abusing you. Won't even let you leave the house. He seems like he's balling out of control. He's got a nice house. Why does he have one car? Why is there only one car between them? Right? Why is whoever leaves the house why are they confined by only having one car? You see what I'm saying? When my wife needed to go somewhere when she was pregnant, I would drive her. I had no problem driving my wife around when she was pregnant, especially, like I said, when she was around that third trimester, almost to the end. I had no problem driving her around. Took her to her doctor's appointments, whatever she needed. Took her back and forth to work, whatever she needed at that time. I didn't mind at all because it's my family. I'm concerned. I was concerned about her health. I want to make sure this baby is delivered in a healthy manner. And I want her to be as calm as possible so there's no complications. Not this douchebag, though. He wants his wife to walk the dogs, go get groceries, make sure she brings him back some steaks for his grill. Just all types of nonsense. Acting like a complete douchebag and a scumbag. And then you wonder why no one takes a lot of these white male conservatives seriously. And he's not the only one, by the way, that's abusive. I told you before on my old channel about Bill O'Reilly choking his wife and dragging her down the stairs by her neck. You see what I'm saying? So many of these guys have gotten caught out there being overtly abusive to their spouses. And they talk all this nonsense about wanting to have the, family first and, the family structure and the traditional family. The traditional family to them means that they can treat their wives like trash and their wives have to sit there and take it. See, that's why a lot of males like this don't like divorce. It's not necessarily about the money, but they want to have someone that they can control and stomp on and abuse. And, these women have no recourse and just no way to get out of this type of relationship. That's what they mean when they talk about traditional family and family values, quote unquote. Family values to them is the male can be a complete ass and be a tyrant over his family, and these women can say nothing about it. But like I said, you divestors, this is what you want. You want yourself a snow Brad like Steven Crowder. So you folks let me know how you feel about this in the comments section. I'd very much like to hear your opinions on this. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on a devil's back.